Hey guys, here's a neat trick you can do with the Kia EV6. See this key fob? I'm going to press the lock button one time, then I'm going to press this hold button. Press and hold. This is the remote start. So you see in the mirror, you can see a red light. That means the car has started. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into reverse by pressing this button here. And you see, it will reverse. And as long as you hold the button, it will continue moving at maybe 1 km/h. And when you release, it will stop. There you go. And you can also press it to go forward. Press the forward button. And it will move forward. And you release, it stops. Then turn it off. There you go. Hey guys, welcome to Khong Driving. And yes, behind me is the all-new Kia EV6 all-electric SUV, and it is here in Malaysia. The first few units have been registered and delivered to customers, and more are coming in. And how much does this cost you guys? This one costs 299,888 ringgit, and that is priced on the road before insurance. So this price is without duties, yeah, because right at the moment the Malaysian government is trying to encourage electric cars by not imposing any import duties on these cars. So now is a good time to look at buying one of these vehicles if you haven't bought one. And at this price of under 300,000 ringgit, it is in the territory of some of the C segment continental cars, because those cars have to pay duties. So in terms of value for money, this is very, very good. Okay, first let's start with a look at the exterior of the vehicle. So at the front, you get a clamshell bonnet, and what you see here are LED headlights. In fact, all the lights on this vehicle are LED because, as you know, LED consumes less electricity. And the front is very, very nice looking. It is very continental in look, and I like the front shape. It looks good. Now the overhang is not so long because they have stretched the wheelbase. That's a 2900mm wheelbase, and those are 20-inch wheels. So the car looks proportionate, but it's actually a very, very large SUV. So overall, it's a 5-door SUV, and up here in the front, you get 20-inch wheels. These are 255/45 series R20, and they are Continentals. And you can see here we've done a run up the mountain, and these tires are really nice because they have become soft and tacky, and you can see all the stones have stuck to it. So these tires will give you very, very good grip. Okay, elsewhere you have McPherson struts and ventilated discs at the front, and also those are humongous brakes. It looks like it could be a 2-pot caliper, but could be a single pot. Can't see from here. And let's move on to the rear wheels. Rest on a multi-link suspension, and also the same size tires, and you have solid discs at the back and a smaller floating caliper. And you can see here the suspension parts, they have used aluminum a lot to lighten the weight. You can see down there at the back there, that's an aluminum part for the suspension, and at the back you can see coil springs and also multi-link arms. Here's another view of the suspension from the back end. So along the sides, it is in the shape of a SUV. Now mind you, this Kia EV6 is built on an EV car only platform. So what you see down there is actually a very flat platform at the bottom. That's where the main frame is, and that's where the batteries are housed. So they're all housed underneath the car, and that is why they have a very long wheelbase. So what you get is a vehicle that has got wheels very near the extreme edges of the car, so that means there's very little overhang, and as a result of that you get a 2900 wheelbase, which means you have a very big passenger compartment. So interior wise, it is about the size of a D or E segment. In fact, it's bigger than a D segment interior and closer to an E segment. And here's the rear view of the vehicle. So as said before, it is in the shape of an SUV, and it looks very nice and very unique. So this is the Kia EV6 GT line. Okay, the drivetrain consists of two motors, and what you see here is actually just the cover, and the motor is underneath here. Now this one is a smaller motor to run the front wheels, and there's another motor at the back of the car, and that motor runs the rear wheels. So whilst the front has 99 horsepower, the rear motor has 221 horsepower, and the front motor runs 255 Newton meters of torque, whilst the rear is 350 Newton meters of torque. So you get a total of 320 horsepower and 605 Newton meters of torque in total, and that's something that's quite awesome, man. So you don't see much of it, but here's a neat thing, and this is actually a little storage cover for you. You can actually access the inside by opening this. Let's see. Yes, and yes, you can see here that is the one of the control units, and down there is actually the electric motor. So this is a smaller electric motor, and other than that you can't see very much. So let's put the cover back. And there you go. So other than that, there is also a smaller battery here. This one is to run some of the accessories, that are not powered by the main batteries. Main batteries are actually underneath the car, underneath the floorboards. So I suppose this would be for some of the accessories. So other than that, you can see here there's triangulation. This is the strut tower, and you can see there is a reinforcement that goes all the way across to this side. So the two suspension mounts are linked. You can see here, this part. And so this is triangulated, and therefore it is very strong and rigid. And here you see this is the clamshell bonnet, which is very interesting. Okay, so let's just take a look at the car. This is the key fob, and you have a lock button and unlock button, and this is for the boot. So we just unlock the car, and the mirrors unfold, and the door handle actually comes out. Now there's a key hole inside there, just in case you have to open with the key, but let's just lock it. When you lock it, the door handle becomes like that. Okay, when you unlock it, the door handle actually opens out. There you go. And the mirror also unfolds. Okay, so let's get into the car and see what we get to see. Okay, the seat slides forward because there's a memory position, and this is the key, and here is how you start the car. Just press the button, and there you are. It's actually on. You don't hear anything because all you've done is just turn the battery on, and the motor is not running, so there's no sound. And of course the air conditioner is running now. It's giving you nice and cool air. So you can see here there are two large screens. I think they are 12.3 inch. And over here you have your controls. This is all your driving controls. Let's see. Yes, that is the different pages, your trip meter and your drive system. Also how much power you have left, and this is your smart cruise control, and so it's not ready. And we have a range of 297 kilometers, and so this is all the driving information. Over here I'm the guest, and let's see, you can go home. So you have the EV, this is the EV screen, and it shows you we have 45% and we have 194 kilometers with aircon on, and with aircon off you have 201 kilometers. And also this is your radio station, and over here you have your aircon controls. Yes, you can also sync it. This is the fan speed, and this is your aircon, and this one driver only. You can have aircon just for driver only, and it's set at 22 degrees, so it's good. Steering is 2-spoke, and there's a drive mode here. See, you can have eco, normal or sport. There are 3 driving modes for you. And then if you hold the drive mode, it tells you you can go on snow. Okay, so for snow, I suppose it is to reduce the wheel spin. Yeah, so you start off at a higher gear just so that you don't wheel spin. Of course, we're not going to have snow here, but if you are in muddy area, it might help. Yeah, so that's the drive mode. We go back to eco, and over here you have your radio controls: Bluetooth, audio, phone projection, sounds of nature, USB music. Yeah, USB ports there, and also power ports down there. Very nice. And this is the fuel lid, and also traction control over here. And of course up here you have a sunroof. This is your gear shift lever. You can go to reverse, neutral and drive just by a flick of the switch. And this is the parking brake. Then over here you have the parking camera and auto hold, and also your parking sensors. This is the view for the camera. By pressing the button, you can have a view of the car around you, and you can see here, this is the back view, and also behind the car, and also left and right. And this one gives you the surround view of the car. So and also when you signal left or right, it shows you the situation on each side of the car. So that's the right hand side behind the car, what's happening, and I signal to the left, and you see it shows you a video of what's happening on your left. Pretty neat. Overall the inside is pretty nice, and the dashboard is of a soft touch material here, and you have 2 large screens up there. So the center console takes on a minimalistic approach, and it has 2 levels, and down here you have a storage tray for you to put small stuff, and also those are 2 power points and 2 USBs, type C and the normal USB. And what is this? Oh, this one is a little hook for you to hook your tapao stuff. And over here is your wireless charging pad for your phone. Okay, that's the gear lever again. And up here you have the paddle shifters, which can change your retardation rate, and also you can keep on pressing it until you come to a feature called I pedal. so it becomes a one pedal operation where the retardation is very high. It will actually slow you down to a stop. This is the steering wheel, which is a 2-spoke, and you have the audio controls here and the ADAS controls here. So this car has a smart cruise control and also the autonomous braking, plus lead car or front car departure alert. It's also got lane departure alert, lane keep assist, and also the blind spot monitor has one extra feature, is blind spot collision mitigation. Yeah, so it actually can brake the car for you, or rather engage the brakes if you are about to move into that lane. And of course it also has rear cross traffic alert, and that includes braking. The Kia EV6 comes with the full ADAS features, including the blind spot warning system, which is slightly different. It also has blind spot collision mitigation. Yeah, so that is one step higher than the normal blind spot monitor. Okay, let's check out the back seat. Okay, this is actually very nice. The front seat is adjusted about midway, and I still have plenty of room. That's because they actually curved the back of the seat, and there's of course that small little space for you to put your shoes down there. What's this? Yeah, reading lights, and of course the oh my god handles are here. There are 3. Yes, this time they got it right. There is no oh my god handle for the driver, and at the back here there is plenty of room. Now the seats are a little bit lower down than normal. That's because the floor is raised. So even though the car looks tall, the floor is actually raised by that much because you need to have the batteries underneath there, right? And over here you have 3 headrests, so that means you can sit 3 people at the back. But again, as with most cars, it is more comfortable if you just sit 2 people and you put the center armrest down, and you can have your drink holder here. And well, the back seat is good for 3 people, but 2 to be really comfortable. Nice. Yes, there is a bit of reclining. Yes, you can recline the seats, and of course they are split 60-40. Okay, for the rear passengers, the aircon louvers are on the B pillar, and this one looks like the tweeter. So that's the door handle. Looks pretty nice. Alright, there's an electrically operated boot, and it comes with a tonneau cover which can be removed, and as you can see, the seats split 60-40, so you can lay them flat. And over here you have with the car a tire mobility kit. That's a tire repair kit with a pump, and this is the charging cable that you use to charge on the big DC charger or AC charger. And this is the home charger emergency kit. This will take you 32 hours. Okay, on the chargers that you can get outside, some of the more expensive ones, on the AC charger you will take about 8 hours to charge up your car up to 80%, and using the home kit it takes 32 hours. Now on the super powerful 350 watt DC charger, it only takes about 50 minutes to charge up your car. Alright guys, thanks for watching our video. Until we meet again in our next video, bye bye.